welcome along and welcome back to Stone Valley. We're headed back to the contract office again because, well, we have a really big set of contracts to do over the next few days. I think this is going to take us several days to do. It is, well, you'll see why in a moment, but yeah, I got a call and this is going to be absolutely massive. Now, there is one type of contract in FS22 that will earn you more money than anything else, and that is potatoes. We have 3 massive potato contracts available to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all 3 of these. We are going to get the we're going to get the equipment for all 3 of these. And hopefully there is enough space here to do these. Active and least. There we go. 1, 2. Oh, man. Okay. So we'll have to rectify that and sort that out. But yes, we've got 3 harvesters. And we've got a lot of tractors and things to do the carting. We're probably going to do the carting with the JCB and this Flegel trailer. And so I'm going to just sort this harvester and this trailer out. And then we'll get on to the road. There we go. Move things about a little bit. And now we should be okay. So let's jump in the JCB. Get this picked up. And I think what I might do is just slow the time down a little bit. I'd like to get as much of these done today as we can. Now, we have encountered a few little problems with not having enough crop on some of the harvests that we have on this map. But now that we've kind of worked it out, we should be okay, I think, to handle things. So if we look at the 3 fields that we've got that we're going to be working, 27 does have quite a large section cut out of it. 15 and 7, though, have much smaller ones. So my hope very much is that we'll be able to do that. I think we're going to start with field 27. It's quite a simple field in the way that it's split. So we'll do us fairly well. And is also fairly close. That is all of our equipment set up on the road. Look at the size of this convoy. I don't think any of our harvesters can go very fast, so I'm just going to drop down to 14 miles an hour. Keep an eye out the back that they're following, and yeah, we'll shortly be up at field 27. Now my hope is that 3 fields, 3 days, we might be able to get all of this done. I'm just going to pull this over to here and stop the engine. And I should be able to jump in here, go H, and come into this corner here. Let's set up Courseplay. So select hired worker, create job. We want to go Courseplay field work, target field position we want to do first. Target position is this corner. Going that way. We want to open close course generator. So what we're going to be doing at this time, multiple tools, we're going with 3. Number of headlands, I'm going to go with 2 this time. So that'll give us 6 rounds. Start with headland, sharp turns in the corner. Clockwise, we want to go counterclockwise because of where the auger is. 7% overlap. Field center, again, we are going to go lands. Up, down direction, automatic, so we don't need to worry about. I am going to reduce the number of lands to 3. In fact, I'm going to reduce it to 2. Generate me a course. And then close that. I'm wondering, field position, if I retarget that for that corner. Let's open close this and regenerate the course. Target the field position to there. That is what you want. Right, and then we should be able to bring up Courseplay for this. We want this to be the right. Start it up. Drop down our header. Get into here. And my hope is that we're gonna be okay so far as this auger goes, because the trouble with the auger being out like this is that there are an awful lot of trees around here. We might have to run this harvester ourselves for the first round around the field. Make sure that we don't catch any trees or anything, and then set the other two coming up behind. So let's copy this course, go to this harvester and copy the course. We want this to be the center one. Drive course, and you are away. Oh yeah, 3 harvesters. We want to go first waypoint course with this as well. Get this right into here and drive. All things considered, it's going fairly well. We have managed to get the second one right up our butt, but that's partly because we are doing a full row and it's missing about 7%. So as a result, it's able to go a little bit faster with the Combine Experience mod on. It's not the end of the world, though. We're able to maneuver a little bit better than that is. It's going to have troubles in some of the corners. However, we're not filling up massively fast. We are a third full, and around this particular section of the field, this is a wonderful setup. I love potatoes in Farm Sim. The trouble I always have, and because of how I play, they take forever to do. So I'm quite happy to be taking on 3 fields of them with a massive payday. And even with this giant waterway through the middle of this field, I'm still hoping we're going to make enough in order to actually come out on top across these 3 fields. Hopefully those 2 are going to clear each other. Yeah, that'll be fine. Look, he's going to stop for him, isn't he? He is, actually. Brilliant. We're coming to the end of the row now, and what I'm going to do at this point is therefore turn on the hired worker and Courseplay. We are at 80% full, so we absolutely need to start looking at getting these emptied. So let's jump out of this. And we're going to just move the truck out of the way, because that turning is absolutely going to want to come where this truck is. But at 80%, we'll see how full this trailer gets at this point. This only gets a third full. That's not going to happen. Off this, that would be great. It looks like it's going to be about half full, maybe. Yep, half full is where we get to. So what we're going to have to do, fill this up, go and tip it, come straight back, empty the 3rd harvester out, and then go and yeah, empty the first one, and basically just continually empty harvesters. This is going to keep us very busy, this job. We want to keep these harvesters moving as much as we possibly can. Is it a different place for all 3 contracts? Stone Valley, fuel stop, fuel stop, fuel stop. Is that just here? Stone Valley fuel stop. Fantastic. Nice and close to our field. We should be able to get the harvest moving and keep running fairly easily with such a short distance. Even if that last harvester stops, we can take a full load off that, empty the other 2, and then keep going round. Big question we have is, which field is it going to start filling first? I think it's probably going to do field 7 first. So let's see. Field 15. So we are transporting potatoes for field 15 at the moment. So that's a little bit annoying. I would like it to have been field 27. Does mean that we're probably going to deliver a little bit too much for field 15, but there's not much I can do about that. It'll probably deliver a couple of 1,000 liters too much, which, considering the amount that we're expecting to get off these fields, that isn't so bad. And the great thing about it being such a short distance to drop them off is that we're back before our third harvester is full. That is gonna make things so much easier to keep everything going on this field. And emptying all 3 harvesters out has meant that we now have a second full trailer. Fantastic. All 3 harvesters emptied and running. This is brilliant. This is exactly what I wanted from this contract. We are blasting through it at an incredible rate. So this will make about 80,000 litres delivered so far. Where does that leave us overall? We need to deliver for field 15, 444. So that's 10 loads of what we've got. That for field 7 is lower. So that is going to be about, well, similarly 10. And this is going to be a lot more. That is going to be about 12 to 14 loads. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of keeping these harvesters going. And hopefully we can keep the harvesters from getting in each other's way as well. Appears a tree has got in the way of this harvester, though. Yeah, the biggest problem we've got is we need to keep things running. Let's get this last one into position as well. Once we've got this first headland done, this should no longer be a problem. Now, this is the other problem we got at the moment. Because we want auger out, when they're doing the first row, and when this one's going through and doing the first row, there's a good opportunity or a good possibility that it will clash augers. So ideally you want to keep the harvesters from getting anywhere near each other like this. So down and back in, and hopefully there should be enough clearance now for the next 2. Oh, that's going to be close. Oh, they have had it coming together. This is the trouble. 3 harvesters, really difficult to coordinate in a land setup. So I think on other fields, we're going to have to try and work out a slightly different system. Just a little bit left to go on this first part of field 27. And yeah, I think I've learned a few lessons from this. I think we need to be using racetrack as a cutting setup or a harvesting setup, because these harvesters are too wide to drive past each other. So we need to make sure that we are able to keep them away from each other. And it looks like racetrack is going to be the better way to do that. They are all coming up to this final row now on here. So I'm going to empty all of them out. This one's moving fairly quick because it's actually sitting slightly outside and therefore doesn't have anything really to harvest. So it'll be nice and empty. I am going to just quickly go around the field, clean up the patches that we've got before I move on. But that shouldn't be too difficult. And yeah, they'll all come up to this top end of the field here and finish off. And it should be pretty good. I'm quite happy with how quickly we've done this. It's up to midday. We're a good 2/3 or a good third of the way through field 27. So that's good news. I don't think it's going to be too difficult to get the rest of field 27 done, especially if we can keep out of the trees. That's been our biggest problem on this field. Final harvester finishing off, and we just need to get it unloaded. I don't think this is going to give us a full trailer. I've got harvester 1 sitting over there ready to empty, so ready to go and just clean up around this field. We've got a few patches. Every potato is going to count with this, so I want to make sure I've got everything, and then yeah, we'll go and clean up with number 1, and then we're gonna go and empty into this and start the next bit of field 27 with a clean slate. And yeah, I'm going to adjust things a little bit, and hopefully we will have a better time of it on the rest of this field. So I've emptied the rest of that part of field 27. We've got all of the potatoes we're going to get off there. So we're heading now to the second half of the field. And we've learned a few bits and pieces from the first field we did. I'm going to come onto here. We're going to do smooth corners so that it's not doing too much turning. And then we are going to do... No, unfold. There we go. And then we're going to do the racetrack setup for the harvester. Hopefully, that will mean the harvesters stay a little bit further away from each other and don't clash quite so much as they did on the last parts of the field. So, we got this harvester in at this point. Let's head into here and set up a Courseplay course for it. There we go. So hopefully that should work. Yeah, that should work fairly well for us, I think. Right. So let's get rid of... oh, yeah, get out of there. Bring this up. So we should now see... We want this to be the right one. We want this course copied. Let's just check where the course is. Perfect. And if we come out, we can see that the start point is there. So just going to back this up to there. Bring it in. And go. Start. Right. And that is our first harvester off. No. Why are you on the... Oh, because I've got nearest waypoint. Right. Okay. Things to watch out for. Start. There we go. That is now on the right course. And we'll give it a little bit of breathing space to start getting around the field. And we'll go and get harvester number 2. Harvester number 2 in position and set up with the same things, except that now we're on the center. But yeah, that's unfolding and getting into place. Let's go and get the third one. So I'll go through here what I did to set up the second harvester to try and get it on the right track. We cleared the existing Courseplay course. We copied the one that we just picked up. We set it to the correct place we want to be. Make sure we're on first waypoint and press go. And we should be close enough to where we want to be that, yeah, it unfolds and heads into position. And away it goes. And then our 3 harvesters are off and running. And all we need to do is make sure that they don't get full. Our first harvester is coming up to 80% full as it reaches this corner of the field, which is perfect for us to pick it up and get it emptied. And then we can pick up the second harvester when it reaches this point as well. And I think that's going to get us fairly close to being full. So you keep an eye on that. Pretty happy though. This is working out really well. And should mean that we get... Well, if we can get this field done today, that is going to bode very, very well. We should also be able to calculate how short we are on this field, if we are short at all, which, you know, worries me a little bit, but we'll see how we go. Second harvester is looking pretty full, so we're going to empty that one as well. I'm expecting to get a pretty full trailer off of this, which, yeah, we can then go and tip. And then we'll come back and we'll try and empty out the third one at that point and see if we're okay. But I'm expecting this to pretty much fill the trailer. In fact, yep, there we go. 99%. We'll just top it off from this harvester. And then we'll go and tip this. And we can come back and empty the third harvester. Our first harvester has finished headland and is started cutting in. Our second and our third are running their final row, and we've got another full load to go and tip. The slightly extra distance is taking us a little bit longer all the time. to get back. I'm returning to find a stopped harvester each time, waiting to unload. I'm just very pleased that I've got this 40-mile-an-hour JCB, because if I was driving anything else, it just wouldn't be slow enough to keep the harvesters working as much as we are. So very thankful for this tractor. It is keeping everything running, and yeah, we are now burning through the field. Headland's almost done. We have delivered more than half of what we need to for field 15, which is great. And I'm actually quite glad that field 27 is the first field we're doing, because we'll have to deliver slightly less to this field in order to complete it, which is good, seeing as it's got that massive great waterway through the middle of it. So you can see the harvesters now in the racetrack formation, and my aim is to try and empty them in this row here where we've got the augers into the field, or into the space where I can actually empty. If I can empty them fairly quickly and reverse up a bit, it should work out pretty well for me. So, to be honest, most of the time, the auger will be out into the field. The one that isn't is this first harvester. So this is always doing a cut-in, always cutting along the edge, and therefore always has the pipe into the crop. Whereas you can see the other two there, because they're following to the left-hand side of this, they are in a much better position for us to empty all the time. So it's a little bit hit and miss. It's a little bit just trying to pick things up as we go. And if we can get this a third full with each run that we have along here, we'll actually be doing fairly well. In fact, if I can pick up the next one here and get a third full, and then the next one once we've finished that is gonna work out really, really well for us. We're very close to finishing now on this field. We've got a little bit of fun with the harvesters here, and I'm just trying to keep an eye on things, because yeah, these two are gonna come to a clash in a moment. The rain is falling, so right, stop you, back you off. Wait till that comes out of this end. And I'm going to start it up. And away we go. And we just hit 50% full. Oh, there we go. Right. So that is then going to follow me in. And we should be able to avoid the other one if we're careful here. Let's move it out a little bit. There we go. Right, and away you go. And that should mean that all three of our harvesters now get into line and get finished off. And yeah, we can empty them all out and see where we are. We are 80% complete on this field. So that basically means we've made, or we've harvested enough to complete the field. We just need to deliver the potatoes, and we are a little way off that at the moment. Our harvesters have slowed down a little bit. I am going to continually empty these down here. I want to keep them moving. I want to make sure that they make all of this last row. Yeah, this has been impressive. It has only just turned 5 o'clock. Yes, we are going at 5 times speed, but we are going to get field 27 harvested today. So there we have it. All three of our harvesters have reached the end of the field. I'm going to take the last harvester and just get that to go around the field and collect up the other potatoes. We are going to stop this one. And we are also going to stop this one. Well, they get a bit closer and stop that. Right. This one has finished work. So we'll move this out the way. And then I just want to grab the last of the potatoes from the last two. So leave that there. Turn it off. God, it's a wet, wet day, but it is 5:30 and we have just about finished this. And I really, really want to see exactly, how much, how many potatoes we got today. We have enough. We're like 98% of field 15 done. So we definitely have enough to get field 15 finished. What we also could do with is having enough to complete field 27. That is my big question at the moment. Is this enough to finish this field? Because if it is, that bodes really, really well for our other two fields. If not, it does put a big question mark over how far we might be able to get with these contracts. And is this contract going to cost me a huge amount of money rather than make me a huge amount of money? A quick run around the field to get the bits that were missed. And now we can just bring this alongside here and get it emptied. Yeah, that wasn't an inconsequential amount. That was a good sort of 15% of the harvester's total capacity was kicking around the field. So I can take Courseplay off there now, and as soon as this finishes, what we can do is fold up our harvester and just go and park it up with the other two, and we can take a look at how much we've harvested today off field 27. So how much have we got in our trailer? We've got 24,207 liters here to go and deliver. So we'll get that delivered before next time. Let's go into our contract screen. And for field 27, we need to deliver 570,000 liters. We have delivered 515,000 liters plus another 27. So we are short. We are about 40,000 liters short. So this really depends now on how much excess we can get from these two fields, whether that will match up and give us the amount we need to complete this. But yeah. Oh, that could... Well, actually, it won't end up costing us too much, but it will fail the contract if we are unable to deliver all those potatoes. So here's fingers crossed that between those last two fields, their waterways aren't so much that we can't make up that 40,000 liters that we need. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.